Hello everyone, welcome into another video, and this is my second take because I had issues downloading the original one because of I don't know, because I was using a website called 123 apps, and I don't think I can go past 20 minutes if I like screen record, you know, on there. So I mean, it was really frustrating, because yeah, like I was trying to put good effort into that video, and hopefully I'm able to put good effort here in my second take. So I hopefully this video gets on YouTube. If not, then I'll be pretty pissed off because I did wasting my energy on that video. So I mean, I hope to have enough energy for this video. So, yeah, I'm not gonna waste any time. So let's get started here. So we got done with group play for the men's hockey Olympic tournament. So we got done with group stage on Sunday. Every team moves on to the knockout rounds, and the top four teams will get a bye to the quarterfinals. So your group winners, and then your best second place finisher will get the last bye. So let's get started here. So we got Czechia versus Denmark. I mean, people are gonna pick Czechia because they're the better team than Denmark. But Czechia is gonna be favorites to win. But doing group play, they just did not look too good. They got outplayed against Canada. And at one point, they were trailing against France, and they lost in overtime against Switzerland. So this Czech team, they were really shaky during the group stage. And for Denmark, I mean, they did show some signs during the group play. I mean, they did lose to Germany. They did get a good run against the U.S. and they did beat Latvia in that one, and that was a big win for Denmark to get a much better seed. So they're gonna face the Czechs, and I do think that the Danes are gonna win this one. I know people are gonna pick Czechia, but I do think Denmark. I mean, they're not a bad side. I mean, they did play solid during group play. I mean, they did got 3 points, but this Czech team, I have some concerns. So I do got Denmark winning that one. We got Sweden versus Latvia. I'm gonna pick Sweden to win this one, and it is this. I mean, the format here is really weird and strange because Sweden is listed as a 7 seed. And if they win this one, they're gonna face against the U.S. If you're the U.S., like, are you like? It's like if you're the U.S., man, do you feel disappointed about this draw? Like they got really unlucky with the draw, man. Like they're gonna face again. They're gonna face a really good team in the quarterfinals. Like, they did win their group, which is good. They got 9 points, but I just feel like they just got unlucky. I feel no, they did play well in the group stage. They beat Latvia. The Danes did got them a good run against the US. They did beat Germany pretty good, but But no, I just feel like this was just like really unlucky. They got really unlucky for the US. I mean, Sweden, they really did not look really that great during the group stage. I mean, they lost to Italy by 3. They should have just beat them like by 8 goals in that game. So yeah, I mean, But it's kind of what it is, dude. So yeah, I do think Sweden's gonna be Latvia. I don't think Latvia stands a chance. I mean, maybe if one of their goalies is hot. I mean, they're. I think like you look at Latvia goaltending, it's not. It's really good. Like I think their biggest. I think Latvia biggest strength is their goaltending. Like you got Shilas and Muslinklands. They got some really good goalies. For Latvia, but I think Sweden should beat them. You know, if one of their goalie play really well, and if he plays out of his mind, then we might see a big upset. But I don't think it's gonna happen. And then Germany versus France. Germany's gonna win that one. I don't really need to explain. And then Switzerland should beat Italy in that one. So our quarterfinal matchups, we got Canada versus Denmark, USA versus Sweden, Slovakia versus Germany, and Finland versus Switzerland. So our first quarterfinal game, we got Canada versus Denmark. I'm gonna go with Canada in that one. I know Denmark did beat Canada in the World Championships at their knockout rounds, but like I mean, Canada did have some good players playing in that game against Denmark when Denmark upset them. But I don't think Denmark is gonna upset Canada again. I'd be really shocked if they did. But yeah, I do think Canada's gonna win that one. So yeah, they move on to the semifinals, and there's gonna be reseeding after the quarterfinals. So yeah, and then we got the US versus Sweden. I mean, this could have been a gold medal game, but given the fact that the format is weird, they're going to play each other in the quarterfinals. So we got the US versus Sweden, two good teams. Um, I do think, the goaltending is pretty even. But I do think the U.S. is gonna win that one. Sweden, man, I just don't. They just look shaky, and a lot of their decisions, doing group play for Sweden, not been the best. I mean, sitting Forsberg, not giving him enough minutes. I just don't think that's really is the best decision out there. So the U.S. is gonna win that one. I mean, Sweden's gonna keep it competitive in that game, but the U.S. I do think they're gonna win that one. We got Slovakia versus Germany, and this is gonna be a good game. I think this is a good game between the Slovaks and the Germans. I mean, Germany. I mean, they got the edge. I mean, I think talent wise, I will pick Germany because you got Draisaitl, Stutzler, Sider, Paterka, four great NHL players. And for Slovakia, you got Tarkovsky. He literally lights up. He goes off in these tournaments. You got Nemec. I mean, they do got some solid players for Slovakia. And this should be a really good game. I mean, Slovakia is gonna be slightly favorites, but you don't want to root out the Germans in this matchup. So, I'm going to pick Germany to win this one. I mean, the Slovaks, they're going to keep it really competitive, but I think Germany should win this one. And then, not Germany should win. I do think Germany is going to win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Slovakia wins this game. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams even win this game. I do think those are two good teams. And then we got Finland versus Switzerland. This game is going to be really interesting. Like, if you follow international hockey over the past few years, Switzerland have finished runner up. They finished runner up at the World Championships. And I mean, Switzerland, I mean, Finland. Like, hold up, let me drink some water. I kind of running out of energy right now. But people are gonna pick Finland to win this game. But on paper, I do think both teams are evenly matched up. Yeah, you can say Finland has the most talented players because all of them play in the NHL. I mean, except for one player, which is Mikko Lehtonen. I mean, he doesn't play in the NHL. He did, but he doesn't anymore. And for the Swiss, I mean, they do got some good, decent NHL players, but you don't want to count out they do got some good players playing in their Swiss league. I mean, those players, man, who play on in the Swiss league, they could make an impact. Like, just because they don't play in the NHL does not mean they can't compete against NHL players. I do think there are some Swiss players that could make an impact in this tournament, and they have did at the World Championships the past 2 years. And you look at their goalie, man, for Switzerland, he's a beast in international hockey. Like, he lights it up in these type of moments. He really does lights it up. And you don't want to underestimate the Swiss. Like, people are gonna underestimate them because they don't have enough NHL talent. But yeah, like, I think this. I don't know who should I pick. Like, I want to say Switzerland. I do want to see an upset in this game. But I know people are gonna pick Finland. You know what? I'm gonna pick Switzerland. Why not? If Finland ends up winning that game, I'm just gonna be punching myself in the face because you know I picked them, and I have a history of jinxing teams. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Finland wins this game. But I do think this game is gonna go to overtime, and Switzerland is gonna get a lucky goal and advance to the semifinals. And then we got Canada versus Germany. I got Canada winning that one. Germany, I mean, best case scenario, they lose by 2 goals, but I think Canada should win that by like 4 or 5 goals. Probably like 4 goals for Canada to beat Germany. So Canada moving on to the gold medal game. USA versus Switzerland. I'm gonna go with the US. So that sets up Canada versus US. I mean, Switzerland. I mean, they could keep it close against the US. They could scare the US a bit here in this game, but at the end of the day, I do think that the US is gonna edge against Switzerland. So I do think Switzerland. Do think the U.S. is going to beat Switzerland, so they're moving on to the gold medal game. So yeah. So for the bronze medal game, you got Switzerland versus Germany. I would like to see that matchup beat the bronze medal game. Like, I do think this will be a good bronze medal game. And then the gold medal game will be Canada versus the US. So let's look at the bronze medal game. So we got Switzerland versus Germany. And honestly, man, I think both teams are gonna feel really happy to be in this precision. Like, I mean, both teams didn't really have gold in their minds. Like, I don't think both teams thought that they're gonna win the gold medal. But I mean, their goal was best case scenario is to win a medal at these games. And seeing both teams, if this was the case, I think this would be a dream scenario for both teams to meet up in the bronze medal and get a medal at these games. Like, getting a medal, man, it's a big accomplishment for both teams. Like, you look at Germany. I mean, they did won the silver medal in 2018, but that was without NHL players. They came close to beating Russia at in the gold medal game back in 2018. I mean, they were like really close of winning gold, and that would have been a historic moment for Germany, for German hockey. But they did not win the gold. I mean, I was cheering for Germany to win that gold medal game in 2018 just because I wanted to see a country like Germany, you know, win a gold medal. Like you look at German hockey, they can come a long ways. You got Draisaitl, Stutzler, JJ Peterka, Murray Sider. I mean, you got those players, man. Those are great players, man. Like this Germany team is the best German hockey team that they pretty much ever had. Like I know Leon Draisaitl came out before the tournament is that he really wants to win a medal. Just to grow the game of hockey in Germany. Like that would be good if Germany won a medal. And for Switzerland, I mean, they've been good in international hockey. If you've been following international hockey the last few years, you know, um, they had a lot of success internationally. But I do think both teams are really gonna treat this as their gold medal game because both teams are really gonna want to get a medal. And I'm gonna pick Switzerland to win this one. I mean, I would like to see Germany win this game, but I mean, I'll be proud if Switzerland won a bronze medal. I mean, they're capable. I mean, those two teams are capable of winning a medal. Like people are gonna just underestimate them because they don't have enough NHL talented players, so they can't win a medal. But I think both countries are capable. I do think Switzerland is capable given their deep run in the World Championships. And Germany, I mean, I do think Germany is capable just given their path. I mean, Germany, man, they have a really easy path, to the bronze to get a medal at these games. Like you got France. I mean, they should win that one. Slovakia, a winnable matchup. And Canada, I mean, they're not going to beat Canada. But if you can get Switzerland at the bronze medal game, then they have a real shot of winning a medal. So, yeah, I got Switzerland winning the bronze medal. And then the gold medal game, we got Canada versus the US. And this should be a really good one. And I know people are gonna complain saying that this game is early. I mean, it starts around 5 a.m. in the morning, my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Like I know it's early. I know people are gonna complain about it, but it's kind of what it is. I mean, I think that they have to get all competitions done by a certain time before the closing ceremony on Sunday. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of what it is. Not everyone is gonna really get along with it. I wish it was later, but yeah. So we got Canada to the U.S. For the gold medal, and you look at Canada. The goaltending's been really good. You got Logan Thompson with a 960 save percentage. Jordan Bennington's been really good. He was really good at Four Nations. Um, and you're looking for the U.S., man. I mean, the U.S. is really gonna want to win a gold medal. You look at the U.S. They won the World Championship for the first time in like almost 100 years, and the U.S. is gonna be really motivated to get the revenge from the last from when they play each other for at the Four Nations. Like they're really gonna want to get the revenge. But you look at for the US, they made some pretty not so good decisions. No, they left Colt Caulfield, Jason Robinson. I mean, leaving those players out, man, I think was a big mistake. Like if they lose this game, man, then they're really gonna regret not taking Jason Robinson and Colt Caulfield to the Olympics. Like those two players should have been on the team. They would have made a big difference. Like they would have made a big difference. But yeah. So I'm gonna pick Canada to win the gold medal. I mean, I think that leaving those two players out at home, man, I just think it's gonna come and bite them in the ass. And yeah, I mean Canada. I mean the goaltending's been pretty good than I expected it to be. But I think this is gonna be a close game, and I do think this game is gonna go to overtime. And who I think will win, who will get the golden goal? I'm gonna have Mackie Sanabrini win the golden goal, get the golden goal for Canada to win the gold medal. I mean, Mackie Sanabrini, man, this kid is just so unreal, man. Like he's literally one of the best young players in the NHL, and I mean, he plays with the Sharks, and I mean, the Sharks are my favorite team. I do cheer for him, but I can't cheer for him in this game, man. I can't. But you know, so yeah, Canada wins the gold, U.S. wins the silver, and then Switzerland will win the bronze medal. So yeah, guys, hopefully, this video gets uploaded to YouTube. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get this video up, and hopefully there's audio, which I think it should have some audio. It should have audio on, but I'll be pissed off if it doesn't. So we'll see what happens. Like I could see Finland beating Switzerland, and Finland wins the bronze. But obviously, we will have to see. I mean, Switzerland, they're capable of putting up upsets. Germany as well, and yeah, so this should be a good play knockout round for the men's hockey Olympic tournament. So, everyone advances to the knockout rounds. No team is eliminated, so each team does play an extra game. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, like the channel. See you guys later. Bye.